Live on our social channels. Welcome everyone, and we're just going to give it a few minutes to have attendees join us. All right, some folks are joining us this morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the Mindfulness and Meditation Workshop. We're going to get started with a land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that the land that we are meeting on is the traditional territory of the many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabe, the Chippewa, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples. We acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. I'm super excited to be here with Andrea Robin-Skinner, who is a mindfulness meditation guru, yogini, overall master with horses. She's amazing, and she's going to talk to us about mindfulness meditation and lead us through some really cool meditative exercises. This is being streamed on social media. Feel free to add any comments or questions in the chat. Sometimes Andrea will ask questions like, how are you feeling after that? Feel free to type in the chat. Just know that if you type in the chat, your name will be seen by other persons in the webinar, not on social media. Thanks so much, everyone. Welcome. So people joining us. Great. All right, I'm going to pass it on to Andrea.
Thank you so much, Maria. Yeah, so I am Andrea, and I've been with the Gatehouse for the last 5 years. And recently, in the last year and a bit, have been part of the self-care groups, co-facilitating self-care groups on Zoom, and bringing meditations to those sessions with the idea of cultivating mindfulness using the meditations. And mindfulness just means that we are being aware, we are present to our feelings and our thoughts and our body sensations. And this is a lot easier said than done, because our tendency as human beings is to live in the virtual realities of our thoughts and of the past and of the future. And so we don't often get present. It's something that we need to practice for it to happen for most of us, and especially those of us who have experienced trauma. There's that extra layer where we're almost in rejection of what is going on, of the present, because at one point we had to live that way. So this is where mindfulness and healing come together, in the sense that cultivating a non-judging awareness of what's happening and being open-hearted and being curious. These are all the exact same traits that we need to reparent ourselves and to make what's inside safe to our inner child. So it can be extremely powerful, and it's within us to do it. I was going to say, what else? Just that I'm giving us a selection of 5 meditations, and most of them are under 10 minutes, so that you can practice being with yourself in these meditations and seeing what nourishes you, because not everything works for everyone. And this is something that Maria and I and the others in self-care really emphasize, is this is about customizing your healing and customizing your self-care and eventually customizing your whole life, so that it becomes a reflection of who you truly are, and not what someone said you should do or should be. And that's very powerful too. What else? There's a couple of things to say here before we begin, is that there's the possibility of being triggered in a meditation, just like there's always that possibility for us. And my thoughts on that, my suggestion is, if that happens, go to a safe zone. Don't push through. It's so important, because this is an opportunity to listen to what's really happening inside you, which is our goal. Something really uncomfortable is happening, then step back, go to what you know to be safe. And that sends such an important message to your inner child, that you are listening and you're taking care. So what are those safe things? I have a few I can offer, but you may have your own safe zone that you know you can go to. One thing I love, and I've got it right here, is to hug a pillow. And another thing that I learned in the self-care group, one of the participants showed us, was self-hug. So you can bring your arms across. It's very protective and warm. And your shoulders might start here, and then you could just drop down. You can try it now, eyes closed or open, and come to yourself that way. Give yourself some safety. Sometimes it's helpful to just come out of your the intensity of being in your body a little bit by staying present, but in a less intense way. For example, looking around your room, looking at objects, looking at colors and patterns in your room. And another way to do that, staying present in your senses, but in a less intense way, is, for example, mute the meditation and put on some music. So actually, in all of these cases, please mute the meditation if you feel distressed. So with that said, let's begin. The first meditation is a gratitude meditation. You can have your eyes open or closed. If your eyes are open, just make sure the muscles around them are relaxed. And if they're closed, same thing, really. And notice your breath. And notice your contact with the ground and whatever supports you're using. Just to say that grounding also can be a wonderful safe zone. I like to lie flat out if I need grounding, but just noticing your contacts with the ground, your seat on the chair, your feet on the floor. And see if you can melt into these supports a little with each exhalation, letting gravity hold you. And bring to your heart and your mind's eye someone or something or some place that you love a lot, that you feel very grateful for. And let it be an uncomplicated love that you bring to your heart and mind. Someone or somewhere or something that's easy to love. And then let your heart open any amount as you think about them, as you fill in all the details. And pay particular attention to what you most love about them, what you feel most grateful for. And now notice everything you can about your heart opening. What does that feel like? You may notice warmth in your chest or a feeling of spaciousness. But it could be other feelings. It could be that your feet feel full, or your eyes, or your hands. There might be tingly sensations. You might experience a whole body feeling. So just keep noticing the experience, even as it flows and changes. Just relax into that. And notice how this feeling you've generated in yourself has come about just by you choosing what to focus your attention on. And you may notice that as you've opened up to love for another or something other and brought your attention there, that you have benefited from that feeling of love. The feeling moves through you and was created by you, is within you, and therefore you are the first to receive it. And now bring to mind 2 or 3 things that you are grateful for right now, right in this moment. About this moment. And savor that feeling of gratitude and appreciation. And now, what do you love about yourself? What are you grateful for? Don't hold back in any way. Don't be modest. Don't downplay it. Open up as fully as you can to what you love about yourself and what you are grateful for. You might come up with something in particular, or there may be many things. And notice what that feels like. And send a message of thanks to yourself for participating in the meditation. And closing the meditation, take a breath, one conscious breath before coming back into our Zoom meeting. Thank you so much for doing that one with me. I want to go straight into the next one, which is, well, first of all, feel free to put in the chat box if you like how that was for you. Sometimes people like to be quite wordless with their experience, but if you feel something burbling up that you would like to share, that would be wonderful too. Our next meditation is called Letting Go. Oh, wait a sec. There's the chat. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, awesome. Is there another one? Maria, I'm sorry, I'm having trouble. Can you read them?
For sure. Peaceful, realizing that I have to be all that I have to be grateful for. Very heartwarming, and then gratitude for Andrea. Thank you, everyone.
Oh, those are amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Sergio.
It's wonderful. Someone's dog came in and put his paws on the person's chest. He was enjoying the meditation too. So focused on being grateful and loving him. Wonderful. Hi, Sabra.
I see the Sabra the comment. I'm not sure. I'm not seeing them all, but thank you very much for reading them, Maria. Let's move to our letting go of certain thought habits meditation, one of my favorites. So your eyes can be open or closed. If they are open, keep your gaze soft. And notice where you are in space. Notice your body position in relation to the objects around you in your room. And sense into your contact with the ground, your feet on the floor, any supports you are using. Again, paying attention to the breath. Simply observing the breath without trying to change it, fix it. Be present to the breath in a completely open, non-judging way. So we're going to use the relaxation part of the breath, which is the exhalation, to help us let go of some of the common mind habits we all share. So during the exhalation, the diaphragm, which is right at the center of your body, releases. It comes up by releasing, and that's how air is expelled. So it's not exactly a passive process, but it is relaxing. So we're going to, with the exhalations, let go of various common thoughts. Let's start with the thoughts that we have around the day you've had so far, the morning that it's been, all of the loose ends, the undone stuff. On your next exhalation, letting it go. And again. Whatever loose ends remain, just let them go for now. And letting go of the need to be doing something. Or of wanting things to be different. Let go, as you exhale, of any need to control. Just for now. Exhaling away worry, anxiety, agitation. Breathe it away. I'm listing these things as if we can just drop them in a breath or two when, they're pretty foundational to the way our minds work. But even just by opening up to the possibility of letting go, you can create some space around the thoughts, some gentleness around them. So as you're exhaling, loosening the grip of the mind, and with compassion, with kindness to that need we all feel to be in control. And just by opening to that possibility that you could be the awareness that is around all of those thought habits rather than the habits themselves, it is really the difference between a completely darkened room and one that has a candle lit inside it. And on your next exhalation, let go of any wishing that you were better. Dropping any urgency, letting go of the rush to get to the next moment, as if the next moment is more important. Just let that go. Breathing out any strategizing or manipulating of your self-image, feeling like you have to manage that all the time. How you seem to yourself, how you seem to others. Let go. Drop it all. Truly relax. Turn off any seeking, any looking for answers. Simply breathe. Be present. All you are doing is staying. And we'll go into about a minute of silence. Notice whatever comes up and watch it come up and watch it go away. Every thought, every feeling, every body sensation comes up and goes away. Only your awareness stays. Everything else moves through. As a way to close this meditation, just take a conscious breath or two, opening the eyes if you like. Come back to the room. Feel free to share your experience. Feel free to just be with yourself, be present. So thank you for that one, everybody joining me. I feel the good energy. And that one, that truly is one of my favorites. I just, it's almost whimsical to imagine, taking down the scaffolding of our thinking minds. But it's also really beautiful. There's power in it, and there's spaciousness. So the next one is a body scan meditation. I'm just reading the chats. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm seeing them, but I can't read them quickly enough. Do you want to read them, Maria?
For sure. So we got thank you. I'm just trying to scroll back. Okay, so you had one. My heart is opening, gave me a feeling of butterflies in the pit of my stomach. My thoughts were coming up. I visualized putting them in a boat and sending them down the waterway. Very cool. That felt powerful. Such a rush this morning. Settling. Deep wonder, hours, gratitude. Beautiful. Letting go invites lightness in. Thank you, Andrea. Letting go.
Wow. Thanks so much, everyone. One day we'll all be in the same room together. That will be amazing. Our next meditation is a body scan. And I use body scan meditations often before bed to help me sleep. But I also find that if I am feeling bereft, this kind of, it's a special kind of grief and sadness I sometimes feel. And this helps. I think it's as simple as when we are always thinking, we're not really here, and yet here and now is the only place and time we're alive. So it's just that disconnect from that, it's not even necessarily trauma related. It's just what happens to our nervous system when we're always in thoughts. So let's keep that in mind as we come into the body and connect with our bodies. So turning the light and the warmth of your attention inward, eyes can be open or closed. Coming back to a sense of belonging, a sense that each one of us is already enough. Once again, if this is working for you, tuning into your breathing. And notice your body expanding and relaxing, your lungs filling up and emptying out. Notice in this process of giving and receiving, that is the breath, is the rhythm of all life. Everything rises up and falls away again. That is the nature of existence as we experience it. So notice this natural relationship between you and your environment, you and the air around you. Breathing is, of course, one of our most essential needs we have as human beings. See if you can tune into your breathing enough to sense the satisfaction that goes with fulfilling that need. In other words, being alive is not a neutral experience. Life loves to be alive. Our true refuge, our true belonging is in our becoming more present to being alive. So we're going to check in with open curiosity to see what's going on in our bodies, not trying to judge or fix or change anything. Just bringing attention to each part of our body in sequence and noticing how each part is connected to the next. So start by noticing if you have any tension in your body. Just do an overall scan and see if there's any tension that you could potentially let go of now that you've noticed it's there. Notice what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Are you restless or grounded, agitated or calm. Notice what's going on. Just be curious. Simply be aware of the sensations of your body, allowing your body to just be. And now with your mind's eye, slowly and gently scan the details of your body from your head to your toes. Try to see each part clearly, but without strain, in a relaxed manner. Bring your attention now to your head. See your skull and brain. And then bring your attention to your forehead and your eyebrows and your eyes, nose, nostrils, your cheeks, ears, tongue, teeth and jaw, and your whole mouth. See your facial muscles, the nerves and arteries, your skin and hair. See your whole head as it is, and whatever you experience, just allow it and let it be. And now scanning your neck, your throat, windpipe, esophagus. And picture the skin and bones of the neck. And now scan your upper body. Stay curious to see your spine and spinal cord, collarbones, shoulder blades, your sternum and rib cage. Scan the lungs and see the soft, spongy lung tissue. See the heart, which pumps blood throughout your body. And notice your heartbeat if you can. Bring your awareness to your arms, the bones of the upper arms and your forearms, elbows and down into your wrists and hands, your fingers and thumbs, and the marrow inside the bones. And see the muscles, the nerves, blood vessels with blood moving through them at all times. And notice any sensations you feel with this awareness. It's as if you're traveling through your body with your mind, just seeing what's there. And now move your attention into your stomach and lower back. Scan the internal organs and the whole area of your abdomen. Sense into your backbone, your pelvis, kidneys, intestines, paying attention to this whole area to see what's there. Is there tension or discomfort? And maybe there are signs of digestion and rest. Just let it all be what it is. We don't need to do anything. We're just noticing the sensations in this area and letting them be. Move your attention to your hips and down into your legs. See your thigh bones, your lower leg bones, and the knees, ankles, feet, and toes. And again, noticing inside the bones to the marrow. See the muscles, nerves, blood vessels of your legs and feet. And now look at your body as a whole, made of bones, organs, muscles, and all the bodily fluids and connective tissues. Feel the blood circulating through thousands of arteries, veins, capillaries, providing nutrients and carrying waste away. Everything vibrating and operating as one unified organism because of the circulating energy carried by the breath. And as you feel your life's breath flowing through the body, rest in the awareness of your whole body in this moment. You don't need to worry about what's right or wrong. Just relax into a sense of physical wholeness. Feel how your whole body is connected. And now let your attention rest as you breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel your body expand and let go again, moment after moment. And gradually bringing your awareness back into the Zoom room. Notice your groundedness through your seat and or the floor. And opening your eyes if you like, if they were closed. Come on back. Thank you so much for joining me in that one. Any comments, feel free to put them in the chat. And we'll just wait for a moment in case anybody feels like saying something. And I'll tell you what the next meditation is. It's called Coming to Our Senses. And we will be coming to the senses of hearing, seeing, and touch. I wonder if you can hear the train going by. Cool. So I'll wait a second just in case did you see a chat come up? I thought I saw a pop. Okay. I want to give you guys a chance. I see it. Relax now. Thank you. This is great. Very relaxed. I feel relaxed reading these things. I liked the focus on the internal body. It took me out of judgment of my external body. That's very beautiful. Losing the objectification. So important. We need to reclaim ourselves and our bodies. Thank you. Alrighty, shall we begin? Why don't we just go right in? So once again, the eyes can be open or closed. And notice your grounding, contact with the chair and the floor. Notice your breathing. And notice sounds as they arise. So the sound of my voice and nearby sounds, sounds in your room, maybe even sounds of your own breathing or sounds of digestion. And now expanding your listening to include farther away sounds, outside sounds, sounds in the street, perhaps sounds in other parts of your home. Noticing the spaces between sounds as well. Notice how integral all of those spaces, those silences are to our listening experience. Notice how sounds rise up out of stillness and then they go back down, they fall away again into stillness, just like everything else in existence, the thoughts, the feelings, sensations, they rise up and they fall away, but the awareness stays. So listen with your whole body, from your ears all the way down to the tips of your toes. Become an alert, listening presence. And now expanding your listening farther still, far, far through the sky. beyond the moon. Listen to the solar system. And now go beyond to the galaxy and farther out. Listening to outer space. So we're going to shift attention now over to the eyes. And if your eyes are open, fill your gaze with love. Picture yourself gazing at a beloved pet or child, and soften your gaze this way. And if your eyes are closed, just notice any light coming through your eyelids. Notice perhaps colors, patterns, or even darkness, or dots of light like stars. Let your vision be soft and relaxed. And if your eyes are closed, imagine you're looking at the cosmos. You've just been listening to outer space, and now you're looking at it. Turning your attention to your sense of touch. Notice the touch of air temperature on your skin, the touch of your clothes, the touch of the ground. And notice how you are touching the air and the air is touching you. You are touching your clothes and the clothes are touching you. You're touching the ground and the ground is touching you. We appear so separate from everything, but in fact, we're connected to everything. And we belong to this web of relatedness and interbeing. As a way to close, take 3 conscious breaths, letting them be natural, simply observing them. And coming back. to the room. Thank you, everybody, for that one. Thank you, Andrea. I am now good for the next part of my day. Wonderful. So we're getting pretty close to the end. I've got one more meditation, and it's a short one. It's another one I sometimes use for sleep, and it's called You Are Light. So it's a visualization meditation. So let's start actually relaxing the muscles of the face by rubbing hands together, get some warmth, and massage the cheeks and mouth and between the eyebrows, forehead, and then cupping your hands over your eyes. Take a breath. And then relax your hands down to your lap or your sides. Now, eyes closed or open. It might be really helpful if you can't have them closed for the visualization. Imagine your body is filled with light. See the billions of cells of your body, each one a radiant cell of golden white light. Each cell in your head is filled with this light. Every cell in your upper body, the arms and hands, all of the cells in your lower body and legs and feet, every cell in your whole body, from the top of your head to the soles of your feet, is filled with light, warmth, and relaxation. Without forcing anything or trying too hard, open to the feelings of warmth and peacefulness. And gently allow your awareness to melt into those feelings, like water merging into water. And now letting your attention drift, floating in awareness, floating in your ease of being, your lightness of being. We'll be quiet just for the next minute. And if you find that you get hooked by a thought that takes you away from here, come back to this image of yourself made of light. And once again, for our closing, please take 3 conscious breaths. It's a wonderful way to shift at any time in your day, is the 3 conscious breaths. And if you need to add a yawn in there too, it's really helpful. Get more oxygen. And we're coming to the end of the hour. So let's bring the hands up to your heart center. And feel the movement of your breath as your chest expands and then relaxes. Feel your heart moving towards your hands. And then your hands moving towards your heart. Again, the heart opening up to the hands. And then the hands following the heart. So this is the rhythm of all life, this giving and receiving. And I learned that at the Gatehouse. And that what we are giving is love. And what we are receiving is love. Blessings to you all. And thank you for joining. Namaste. And we've got a tiny bit of time for any chats. Total Zen. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you so much, Andrea. And thank you everyone for being here today. What a beautiful way to start our day.
Yes.
Yeah, I just want to continue on the theme of peace and serenity. Very well said there, Penny. Thank you.
Yeah, peace and serenity.
Wonderful.
And
Thank you
heart.
everyone for watching too on social media. Beautiful. I just want to stay relaxed. Me too.
Thank you both. Thank you.
Awesome. That's great. Wonderful. And you can catch this presentation on social media if you go to YouTube and you type in Gatehouse on YouTube search. You can find this video on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on Stuart's Got to Get Out of on Twitter. If you follow Stuart, it's being broadcast there. I'm just going to put his username there if you follow him on Twitter. Yeah, thank you so much, Andrea, for being here. And thank you also, Andrea, you facilitate monthly meditation sessions at the Gatehouse, virtual Gatehouse through Zoom as well. And if people are interested, our final meditation for this year is November 28th. Coming up. It's a Sunday night from 7 to about 7:50, and Andrea does meditation, and then there's a poetry writing shortly after the meditation practice where people can either write a poem or write their reflections on how it felt for them. So if you're interested in that, you can go to thegatehouse.org/meditation, and that's where you sign up for the November 28th meditation session. There is a cost, it's $12 per person, and all the proceeds are going towards supporting the programs at the Gatehouse. We're super.
Thanks, Maria. Maria, maybe this is over too much information, but there's also, I have sent out the links to these meditations specifically, if there was one or several that you really especially want to hear. There are. Is that the timer? There are.
Alarm. Sorry, everyone. Yes, what I'll do is everyone that attended today, the meditation workshop, I will email the links out to them. Andrea, what is your name on YouTube? Like your channel?
Well, I'm Andrea Robin. I've looked for myself on Google, but I haven't found myself. So, but there could be a link just to the whole YouTube channel instead of specific links.
Yes,
you could do that.
So I'm going to just put it into the chat now. So you can access Andrea's meditations on there as well. And beautiful. And then I see that you have recorded Meeting Your Inner Child. Wonderful. Okay.
Yes. That's a really good one. All right.
Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Thank you, Andrea. Again, thank you everyone for being here. Have a safe and wonderful rest of your day. We'll be back at 4 o'clock with Lindsay Loeb, Policing Relations from the Canadian Centre of Child Protection. That workshop will not be live streamed. So in order to get all that wonderful information, you'll have to be a registrant of the conference. If you haven't registered, if you're watching this on social media, you can go to thegatehouse.org/conference21 and sign up there, and I'll send you a link for this afternoon. Otherwise, we'll see everyone